Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Yakuza 4 Part 34, and it's finally, at long last, it's Kiryu time. Any second now, there might be a Kiryu? Kiryu? You're not Kiryu. Morning Glory. Where is he? Oh, this whole bald Tsushima. Or no, it's not Tsushima, it's the other one. I was thinking this was like a flashback, but I guess he lived. What's your name? But you know, you stabbed him, apparently. God, remember the ending of Yakuza 3? What were they like smoking when they came up with that? What is your name? I've already forgotten it. It's like, oh, god damn it. He's gonna stab me. I'm gonna have to drink another Red Bull. Hamazaki, that's it. I mean, what's he gonna do? Stab us again? God, the ending to Yakuza 3 is so funny. Some random fucking guy shows up again, stabs Kiryu. Kiryu's like, this is for the best, and then credits, actually he's not dead. The Yakuza games are so weird, because like, for the most part the stories are good, but there's always at least like one or two scenes where you're like, they were on something. And not like, you know, the sub stories always have that, but like the main story will just have like some random ass thing that's just like, who thought this was a good idea? This man's been in the damn ocean for like days? Like, didn't he get shot like 4 times? Like, it was multiple times. We knew each other for 2 to 3 hours, but now we're blood brothers. We literally knew each other for like less than 16 hours. Like, they met in the morning and then he died that night. I mean, I guess, you know, they talk about love at first sight. So, Hamazaki, what do you want? It's kind of a long story, but Saejima... Like, no, seriously, how the fuck are you alive? Especially, I mean... Also, what's with the currents in Okinawa? Why does everything wash up on a Morning Glory? He's the guy who bumped off Yoshihara Ueno, chairman of the Ueno Seiwa, back in '85. Wait, that's... Yep. You spend enough time in Kamurocho, you're gonna hear the story. Saejima killed 18 men all by himself that day. That's what they say. Anyway, the two of us only just met, both locked up in a private prison a stone's throw away from here. What do you mean, private prison? I mean, the government's not involved. They put the contract in place, yeah, but the private sector's been running the joint since the day they broke ground. They call it Okinawa Penitentiary Number 2. Think you never heard the name? Nah, I try and stay out of prison these days. I had no idea a place like that existed in Okinawa. They officially call it a correctional facility, but that's a load of bull. It's a dumping ground for washed up Yakuza they want to snuff out for good. Only a few days ago that Saejima got shipped down from whatever shithole they had him up in Tokyo. Which is when you met. And then we fell in love. Bingo. And you two planned the jailbreak together? More or less. Well, I'm the one who came up with the idea, if I'm being honest. Why'd you pick Saejima as your partner? Dude's fucking big. You saw him, right? Dude's jacked. Guy's built like a freaking brick wall. More importantly, I know what really happened back in '85. The truth. Go on. Oh, God. Back in the day, Saejima was real tight with Majima. Yeah, that Majima. Your Majima. And then when I say why it, one where Saejima slaughtered those 18 guys, that was originally going to be a two-man job. Saejima and Majima. The Jimas. Majima-san and Saejima-san were accomplices? Yep, the day of the attack, Majima never showed. That betrayal is how I convinced Saejima to break out with me. Explains why Saejima was talking about revenge when he got here. It's all bullshit, though. Majima would never have betrayed his brother. They were both set up. By who? A guy named Shibata, heading up a third-tier Tojo family at the time. Problem is, Saejima and I got split up before I got to tell him what really happened. So you lied to him so he'd break you out of prison? Yeah, I'm a bad guy, okay? I stabbed you, remember? Also, there was that time I set up the bomb in that good dude's restaurant. I don't know why we're pretending that I'm not a piece of... I mean, I guess they're not really pretending he's not a piece of shit, but like, do we really need to rehabilitate the... You know, this guy? I think I can guess the favor you want. You gotta tell him the truth no matter what. Why is it so important? As it stands, Saejima's gonna try and kill Majima. Not only that, but I really respect him. He doesn't deserve to be living life in the dark, you know? Kinda busy here, doing my thing. I mean, sure, I only asked them to help me bust out because of how tough he is. They actually started trusting me during the escape. Me, of all people. Look, my life's been nothing but betrayal after betrayal. I've been on both sides of that coin. But two people looked beyond all that, chose to trust me anyway. You and Saejima. Yeah, remember how you repaid us? You fucking stabbed us, asshole. She was all, oh, I can help you get back on your feet. And he's like, I don't want to get back on my feet. Ah. The ending to Yakuza 3 is so fucking funny. Oh man, what a game. What a game. I want another chance to start over, to be a true brother to a guy who went out on a limb and actually trusted me. I'm begging you, Kiryu-san. You gotta help me. One question first. You have to answer these riddles 3 before I'll help you. What's that? Why do you need me to do it? Can you go tell Saejima all this yourself? Well, what is it, Hamazaki? I mean, he did have his files or whatever.
これは俺が脱獄した後、サツとの取引に使おうとしていた物だ。沖縄第二刑務所なんて限りなく非合法に近い施設が生まれた経緯と、その資金面での金の流れが書かれている。これは
Tojo clan to Jingu, Kohei Jingu, I vaguely remember that name. Is that the dude from the first game? Or... Yeah. That guy.
実はあの事件で動いていたあの金も沖縄第二刑務所設立の裏資金となるはずの金だったんだ。
Oh, what a coinky dink. Yeah, what does that mean? Well, I don't really know why that matters, if I'm being honest. Because also, I'm trying to remember what was going on in Yakuza 1. I remember the 10 billion, and like, dude wanted the money or something. I don't know. A year back when I was still suckling the Tojo clan teat, found out the top brass over the Tokyo PD had their hands dirty, real dirty, with tons of shady cash. Bet you can guess where I learned all that? The snake flower. Yep. They've been working with one of the top men over on the force for years. Launders money through foreign banks and everything. Why go through all that trouble though? What did the police need with all that cash? What they needed was to build what one of their highest ranking boys called their utopia. Penitentiary number 2. Right again. The idea was they build a place to toss all the convicted Yakuza they round up, then go and make deals with those very same Yakuza. What kind of deals? Stuff like bribing people to commit crimes. And then when the cops came in and saved the day, everyone think they were heroes. Crime would be a police-controlled affair. That's absurd. Yeah, an absurd power grab. Whoever handled those crimes would get big brownie points on the force. End up rocketing up the ranks. Still can't believe the 10 billion Jingu was trying to launder through the Tojo was supposed to end up with the cops. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you when I found out. Even with the money getting blown to high heaven, paper trail alone is some serious shit. That's the only reason I grabbed this file in the first place, because I wanted a little dirt on the warden. Something I could use to bargain my way out of there, you know? Gotta say, I never thought I'd stumble on a shitstorm this massive. Almost feels like it's out of my league, if you get me. I show up on Tokyo PD's doorstep with this baby in tow, that'd be the last anyone ever hears of me. Turns out this file's not the bargaining chip I was hoping it'd be. It's yours now. Why me? Because you were at the center of everything that went down 5 years ago. Hell, you even had to beat the shit out of your own brother at the end of it all. Then he blew himself up. I hope that's not a sore spot for you. Or nothing.
Nah.
Kiryu? Kiryu? Oh, sorry about the whole killing your brother thing. Well, I guess he killed himself, kind of. Well, I mean, you know. Come on, don't give me the silent treatment here. I just don't get it. Why'd you show me that? I already told you. You gotta go to Kamurocho and tell my boy Saijimo, really. There's more to it than that. I know there is. Besides, you would end up behind bars again in no time without this bargaining chip of yours. So tell me, Hamazaki, what are you really after? It's always weird how some of the cutscenes, like, look good, and then some of them look terrible. I don't really know exactly why that is. Tojo clan destroyed Kamurocho Hills to the Uenasewa clan to the Tokyo PD!
俺らがいなくなっちまった登場会で今とんでもねえことが起こってるんだ。俺はな、桐生。あんたにもう一度あの町の頂点に立ってもらいてんだよ。そうじゃなきゃ俺たちが命かけてきた登場会が
Maybe it should die. This thing's been being propped up by Kiryu for the last like half decade. And it's not like the Tojo clan is like a good thing to begin with. Maybe just let it fucking die. March 9th. Tachi in the house! Hit him with the damn Tachi bomb, man. Yo! We're home, Uncle Kaz. Looks like you kids had a good trip. You enjoy yourselves? Oh yeah, it was awesome. We hiked, went camping, even saw some old bones and stuff at a museum. Wasn't it super cool, Koji? Mm-hmm. You gotta go with us sometime, Uncle Kaz. How was your grades trip, Ayaka? Great. Yeah, it was like, you know, the cutscene, not the last one, but the one when he was showing us the thing. Like, it looked kind of bad.
浜崎さんだ。俺の昔からの知り合いで。
I don't know, it's done that before, where sometimes like the cutscenes just like almost look worse than just like the regular in-game footage.
はるか姉ちゃん
Get his ass, Haruka.
この子たちに近づかないで。
はるか、
おじさんは黙ってて。私はね、この人のこと許したわけじゃないの。
I mean, it makes sense. I wouldn't forgive his ass
おじ
either.
さんは忘れたの。この浜崎って人は1年前おじさんのこと刺したんだよ。私
Kiryu is a little too neutral good for his own benefit sometimes.
そうだよな。俺は悪党だもんな。
浜崎。
悪かったな、はるかちゃんよ。その子たちに近づこうとして。
はるか、もういいだろ。
よくない。いいわけないじゃない。おじさんは本当に浜崎って人のこと信用してるの？
ああ、してるよ。
もういい。もう私、おじさんがどうなっても知らないから。
I like that. Like, because I mean, I like character, like the whole, like, you know, character who's like too good to a fault, as long as it's presented as like a little problematic to be so unbelievably forgiving. Or like there's some pushback. Like, it's not treated as like a pure virtue, right? You can save your game. Hey guys, I know you've been playing this video game for a little while now. You might even be approximately 30 plus hours in. You know you can save your game. I don't know if you guys knew this. But yeah, I kind of like that. Where, you know, it does kind of make sense that Kiryu's just so unbelievably forgiving, but I do kind of like Haruka having a little bit of pushback in regard to that. What do you want, buddy? What's your name again? It's like Mame? If I actually remember the dog's name, that's insane. I mean, it hasn't been that long since I played Yakuza 3, but it's been what, like maybe 6 months? Oh, has it even been that long? I think it's like closer. Well, maybe when we started, it was like 6 months ago. But like, I usually barely remember name. I mean, hell, I fucking forgot Saijima's name. We didn't talk to about him for like a week. And I forgot his name. But if I remember the dog, like, what does that say about me? We're going back to Kamurocho, aren't you? Alright, guy. I just don't get it, Uncle Kaz. How can you trust him so easily? He stabbed you in broad daylight, Uncle Kaz. You almost died. I'll never trust him. Never in a million years. And I mean, that's your right. Kiryu also has the right to be a bit of a slight dumbass. Haruka, please. Whenever I see him, I just think back to what happened last year. What he did to you. That memory terrifies me, Uncle Kaz. Haruka. I've always believed in you. You know I have. This time, I'm really worried. Feels like if you go to Tokyo now, you're never gonna come home. Well, okay, Haruka, you know. We know that he's okay. Now, will they kill him off at the end of the game and say, JK, actually Kiryu's still alive? Yeah, maybe, because that's happened twice in a row now, but... You heard us talking last night, huh? Maybe you don't know what happened 5 years ago, but I don't care one way or another. I just want you to be safe. You don't care, Haruka? You lost both your parents in that incident. I lost Nishiki and Kazama-san. If there really was something more going on behind the scenes, wouldn't you want to know what it was? I mean, honestly, I kind of agree with Haruka. Like, it doesn't really matter what the money was going to be used for. Like, I mean, if you're going to investigate, it should be to stop corruption, not because, oh no, the money that they're we're trying to launder a long time ago is related to something that happened in that incident, you know? Like, honestly, it feels like kind of like a tenuous connection just to be like, hey, remember the first game? I'm happy just being here with you, Uncle Kaz. That's all I need. Not the truth, just you. Because really, I feel like the only motivation Kiryu really needs is just that, like, for better or worse, he's still attached to the Tojo clan. So he doesn't want to be, you know, he doesn't want it to fall on his watch. Because he's, like, the only person keeping it alive, basically. Because every year they have a damn crisis.
安心しな。桐生は東京へは行かない。それに俺も今すぐここを出ていくよ。
浜崎。
もう決めたんだ。俺は冴島に真実が伝わりゃそれでいい。
And those cuts on his face cleaned up pretty good, considering it's been like a few hours.
あのファイルのことは忘れてくれ。あんたにはここでの新しい生活があるんだろう。
でもそれじゃお前が。
心配すんな。俺は結構しぶとい。獄中で冴島の帰るをゆっくり待つとするよ。
浜崎。
I feel like there's no way Saijima's letting himself get locked up again. I feel like at this point he's one of those, I'm gonna die before I go back to jail. Guess I'm gonna head down to the station now, turn myself in. Already? Sooner the better, figure. Anyway, I'll be seeing you, Kiryu-san. Do they give you leniency for breaking out of prison if you come back willingly? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Hold on, do you even know where the police station is? I'm an adult, I got eyes. I'll find it. I mean, I guess in theory, he's only in there for attempted murder. Like, all his other crimes weren't... You know, he wasn't in jail beforehand. So he's just in jail for stabbing Kiryu, which... You know... Not like it's a life sentence. Come with you, Hamazaki. Might have had our differences, but you at least deserve a proper send-off after all we've been through together. I tried to kill you multiple times, by the way. Sue yourself. Alright. Well, let's walk around. I don't know if the kids have anything to say. Any of the other ones here? Guess not. I guess they're all on school trips or something. Look at that damn calendar. Look at it. Picture of a umbrella or something. Ah, the old hideout. You can save your game? What the hell? I've been playing all this in one shot. Like back in the day when you'd like lose your memory card. And you'd be like, well, I mean, I can play games, I just can't ever turn off the console. I remember I beat Pokemon Coliseum in one, well, not really one sitting, but like in one session, because I'd like left my memory card at like a friend's house and I wasn't able to get back there until the next weekend. And I just remember doing like a full playthrough of Pokemon Coliseum and like I couldn't, I had to leave the GameCube on the entire time until I got my memory card back so I could save. Yeah, but there do not seem to be any little children running about that we can converse with. Where'd they go? Oh, hello, doggy. Ruff, ruff. Woof, woof. Yes, the wolves. They're always here, always with you. Can never escape them. Nope. Okay, I actually meant to hit yes. I was mashing. They call me mashing. You sure about this, Hamazaki? 100%. All the way I'm reuniting with Sajima's when we're both back in the slammer. I'm telling you, Sajima's not going back to jail, man. Hamazaki. Please, why won't you listen to me? Oh, it's chickadee. My brother was sent to a prison in Okinawa. I know he was. You can say that all you want, lady, but I never heard of this penitentiary number 2 you keep going on about. I feel like they come up with a better name, man. Now go home already. Please. You have to listen to me. I'm begging you. You've already listened. Listen. I already told you. We looked through the logs of every prisoner shipped down here. Your brother has never been in an Okinawan prison. Let me repeat. Saejima, whatever his last name is, I forgot, has not been in the country. He is. I just know he is. Please, check for, Taiga, that's it. Taiga Saejima one more time. Please, officer. What? What a coinky dink. Huh. You just knew there was going to be something about where they clearly state first and last name out loud so they can hear.
あんたもしかして冴島大河の知り合いか？
タイガーは私の兄です。
The gasp.
ちょっと警察署の前では都合が悪いな。もしよければ少しお話を聞かせてもらえませんか？
もしかして兄のことで何かご存知な
You
の？
think she'd be worried about getting murdered by them?
場合によっちゃあんたの力になれるかもしれん。
とにかく人目のつかない場所に行こう。お付き合いいただけますか？
はい。
I guess she's kind of desperate, but if I was her, I'd be thinking, oh, these guys are definitely going to kill me. Like, they heard me talking about Saejima, they knew who I am. Yeah, this is definitely a room where you murder somebody. Oh man, remember this place? We fought the annoying guy? The heck is this place, Kiryu? Ex-hideout out of a family called the Tamashiro I crossed swords with last year. Been empty for a while now. There's anywhere it won't be interrupted, it's here. Well, you see, I kept trying to hit him, but then he blocked. And then I kept trying to hit him, and then he blocked. And then I kept trying to hit him, and then he blocked. That's pretty much how it went down. So, you ready to talk? Maybe I'll find where your brother is if we pull all the information we have. Right. You said you were Taiga Saejima's sister? I almost said Sagister. Taiga Saejima's Sagister. That's right, my name is Yasuko Saejima. I haven't seen my brother for 25 years now. Every single day I tried to visit him in prison, but they never once let me in. Like, really, you didn't take a single sick day? Every single day? Not a single time in all those years. And just a few years ago, I heard he was being transferred. Penitentiary number 2 down in Okinawa. As soon as they told me, I left Kamurocho and raced down here. No matter how many times I asked, all the authorities insist such a place has never existed. That's what we walked in on. Yes, I'm at my wit's end here. Yasuko-san, yeah? Anyone who told you penitentiary number 2 doesn't exist either doesn't know the truth or was lying to you. It's real, alright. Real as them damn aliens. What? I mean, it's real. Forget that last comment. I should know, I've been there. You have? Oh yeah, they gave it some fancy name and number like a regular old prison, but it's not actually government run. You ever hear of a private prison? Of course, and that's what penitentiary number 2 is? Yep, details gonna have to come later though. I got some more important news for you first. Truth of the matter is, I know your brother. You know Taiga? Best friends. Totally. And here's another grain of truth for you. He's long gone from Okinawa. I reached Kamurocho by now if I had to guess. Me and him broke out together a few days ago. You what? He's telling the truth. Your brother washed up at my orphanage the next day. Ended up giving us some money to get to Kamurocho. Sorry, Asuka. You just missed him. In that case, I can't afford to waste any more time here. I need to get back to Kamurocho at once.
What is this?
What's that?
Is it Kiryu punching time? What the fuck do you mean? I was rotating the damn stick. All these damn cutscenes, man. I started to rotate the stick literally as soon as it disconnected from, I guess, inactivity. But no, because we were hitting the button just a second ago. I don't know. I mean, it's working now. Oh, it's that guy. Don't make Kiryu get blood on his tropical shirt. I mean, he did get shot multiple times, then apparently was like floating in the ocean for 3 days. That's the bitch who went running to the police begging to see Saejima. Who are these guys, says Amazaki? Guards from that shithole penitentiary I was telling you about. These pricks are the coolest goons in the business. Rich coming from an escaped convict. Look, I'll go back with you, whatever I gotta do. Just leave these two out of it. They don't got a damn thing to do with this. No can do. Don't worry, Amazaki. We're not gonna kill you. But you're gonna need a serious attitude adjustment once we get you back in the slammer. Might have to beat you till you change. Either way, bitch isn't going anywhere. Why? This is between you and me. Sorry, but remember I'm evil. Warden's orders. He told me to bring him Taiga Saijima's sister. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Me, but why would... Apparently you murdered like 5 guys. In that immediate prison. That's a load of bull. Amazaki. Take care of Yasuko-san. But Kiryu, you've been Metroided. You've lost all your powers. You're only gonna be level 1. What are you saying, Kiryu? I'll handle the guards. You stay behind me and keep her safe. Yeah. You hear that? If you want to get to Yasuko, you're gonna have to go through me. I feel like there was more of them earlier. And who are you, tough guy? Someone who spent almost a quarter of his life in prison. Yeah, that checks. And I can tell. You're no ordinary guards. Step aside, pal. Or who knows? We might just accidentally beat you to death. I think you'll find that's not as easy as you expect. Your funeral. No fucking around! Slaughter him! We're the good guys, by the way. Saito! Alright. Kiryu's fighting style. He punches people. Oh my god, he's so fast. Okay, Kiryu, your ass was dragon punching me earlier? Do you know how to do... What's it called? Tiger? What is that thing? What is that ability called? Tiger fist? Tiger... Kamaki abilities. I mean, it could be called something, but you know, the little counter punch. I don't see it here, so maybe you have to... But he definitely did that shit to us, remember? Oh my god, he's so fast. Oh my god, they got the Okinawa boost. we're definitely... He's still stun locking us. Oh, we leveled up. Kiryu, we leveled up. Tiger Drop, that's the name of it. You gotta... Can you learn Tiger Drop real quick? Tiger Drop! Apparently he forgot how to do it, man. What do you need? After learning Kamaki Knockback, available to reaching level 10? An ancient throw? The wind god. The wind god. I don't know. What seems to be like the most useful right this second before we die? Only works on weaker enemies? Well, unfortunately, we're not fighting a weaker enemy. He does have a lot of stuff by default. He didn't get fully Metroided. You see that motherfucker? He was just standing there and blocking. What is it about people in Okinawa, man? Him getting iframes right there is so annoying. Like, what am I supposed to do? So many of the boss fights are just like, you can't hit them. Because they don't get stunned? Like, what the fuck is this? And I mean, like, if I try and do any sort of combo, he just activates his iframes. There we go. I don't even know if I can't grab you. It's definitely not cooperating, though. Yeah, okay. Stop. Dude, it's not working. Kiryu, what are you doing? I mean, you just can't hit the fucking guy. Ah, shit. We actually had time there, I just wasn't hitting fast enough. Please stop. Oh my god, you actually got a combo off. I mean, if he doesn't iframe out of it. He just randomly broke my guard. I wasn't in the right mashing position. This game does have by far the hard. Like, I feel like I've never had any issue with the mashing in the previous game. What the fuck is going on? I expected you to do the fucking thing. Of course. That time I go for the combo. Man, the boss fights in this game suck so bad. The normal combat's fine or whatever, but like, Jesus. Every boss, what do you want from me? Oh, we're not done? Okay. I mean, I did say there were more of them in the cutscene, but... Dude, just threw a damn crit. Oh my god, I'm getting stun locked again. Okay. Please, Kiryu. See, there you go. When you're not getting, like... When they're not getting auto dodges, and you can finish a combo. But the problem is every boss, they just give, like, invincibility. Okay, they don't want to use that yet. Oh my god. Still, like, one of the silliest things they have in these games is, like, a big guy with a couch. We don't really know why he's there. And it's like, you always take damage fighting them? Yeah, see that? Okay, that guy with the gun, he's not shooting us, so... We want to take care of these guys. Q doesn't kill people, by the way. Okay? No matter what you see in the next scene, Kiryu doesn't kill people. Oh my god, the fucking does literally nothing. Like, it's just, he has this infinite combo. Like, there's just no fucking opening. And I'm like, I can't dodge. There we go. Okay, we actually did dodge out of it right as I said that, but I feel like we were trying to do that earlier. I don't know. The dodge just feels like weird in this game. Well, it felt like it the same in Yakuza 3. But like, it's inconsistent over whether or not it'll let you like dodge out while you're taking damage. It feels like sometimes it feels like you can, sometimes it feels like you can't. Oh my god. Not the best introduction for the old Kiryu. Let's fight like the most annoying guy multiple times back to back. Please heat action? No. Like... Heat action? Heat act... Like, come on. Oh my god, it popped up for like a quarter second. Oh my god, it did nothing. He's so tanky, man. It's also nonsense that enemies can hit you when you're on the ground, but like you can't hit them. Like 9 times out of 10. Bro, Kiryu. Do more damage, please. Ah, you motherfucker. How many times am I gonna fall for it, man? Of course he's gonna activate his iframes, man. Of course he's gonna activate his iframes. It was a little, once I should have been dodging more to begin with. That made it a little bit better. Since he can just kind of like infinite combo you if you try and block him. Because most enemies can't chain together like that.
Hamazaki-san.
どういうわけかわからんが、安子さん、 あんたも命を狙われてるようだ。桐生。
ああ、分かってる。俺も一緒にカムロ町に行く。
すまねえな。あの子供たちを裏切るようなことをさせちまって。
俺はお前に頼まれてするわけじゃない。カムロ町に行くのは俺の意志だ。
早く行け。
Gonna be honest, I thought the sirens are real for a second.
行こう、安子さん。
They were like just distant enough that I'm like, are those like actual real sirens in real life?
兄に
That was like a tornado
あなた
siren
の
or
親友が
something.
いたこと誇らしく思います。
やめてくれ、そういうの。
兄には必ずあなたのことを伝えます。
いいから行け。
さあ、行こう。
I mean, there's no way this guy should be alive. So, oh.
俺も山になっちまったみたいだな。
I mean, you can survive being at sea for 3 days or however long it was. I mean, they said multiple days. I didn't expect we'd knock out the entire chapter in the first video, man. What? No, you're not Kiryu. We just saw you, not Akiyama. I mean, Tanimura. Oh. I figured you were the one that got shot. You know, Zhao-san, been a better friend to me than I've ever been to you. But like, didn't one of, like, the daughter get executed? Or I don't even know if it's actually the daughter, but you know, like biologically speaking. But you know, it's not true. I think she's called him Dad. Why the truth turned out to be so harsh. Your father murdered by another man on the force? I can barely believe it. You're telling me. I mean, all this doesn't sit well with me. Oh, your father's spirit ever find peace? But like, no, seriously, what happened? I think he'll be just fine. Did he like shoot just for jokes? Ifasai, Saguchi-san? I retired and being used by Munakata and Katsuragi all those years. Two of them spent their whole lives serving others. Final moments? Those were theirs and theirs alone. Oh, did he shoot himself, maybe? They went out following their own brand of justice. But, like, why? Machan. He could have just not tied them up. I don't quite get what happened. Saguchi-san must have known telling me the truth what happened 25 years ago was signing his own death warrant. He did it anyway. Chief Asai took his own life in order to spare you, me, but like, he could have just not tied them up. I don't, like, do they think that he killed them? Because he was like still on the phone when I don't really get it. Depends what he said into the phone before he shot himself. Both of them we've dealt. I guess it does buy them time, I suppose, but I feel like they would pretty quickly know that they're still alive. Yeah, Chief Asai told Minakuta I was dead, so he'd stop coming after me. I mean, he didn't really have the face of someone who's like, I'm about to kill myself. He kind of looked like I'm an evil dude. I feel like I was misled. Okay, I mean, it's whatever. He spared my life so I could do what's right. So that I could do what he never could. Can you bring Munakata down? Exactly. How are you gonna do that, Machan? Munakata's one of the most powerful men in the top police institutions in the world. don't think I'll be getting much help from my fellow officers, that's for sure. I mean, it feels like an ass pull. Like, they were like, we wanted to have the drama of, like, the off-screen gunshot, but then it's like, actually, he killed himself because reasons. Even though it doesn't really make much sense. Because it's like, if he was going to disobey the order, you know, he could have just told them that they were dealt with. He didn't have to, like, tie them up and, like, pretend to kill. I don't know. It's silly. Ni hao. Akiyama-san. Oh, it's a true crossover, man. We just need Saejima and Kiryu. Speaking of, this is Kiryu's chapter. Where is he? Yeah, shit's hit the proverbial fan, huh? It's telling me. Anyway, what's up? You wouldn't swing by here without a good reason. Sometimes it's depressing how sharp you are. What happened? District Attorney's goons showed up at my office. I tearing the place apart at the seams. Not to mention they chucked me out on the street. Wait, they're investigating Sky Finance? On what grounds? No grounds. We're in the sky, hence the name. They said looking into some kind of coercion. The exact terms eluding me at the moment. Anyway, the issue is my tests. They said I'm forcing people to do stuff they don't want to in exchange for money. Yeah, that is what you do. In a very literal sense, you do say, hey, lady, I'll give you money if you go be a prostitute. But basically, I mean, that is what he does. Classic coercion case, I guess. It's like I can hear the words coming out of the DA's mouth himself. I mean, they're kind of not wrong, though. Anyway, I didn't know where else to turn, so I thought I'd drop by here. Looks like I caught you at a bad time, though. Want me to come back later? Timing actually couldn't be better. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Need a hand or something. Yama-san? Is it with getting Kiryu into Kamurocho? Kiryu? Kiryu? There he is. March 13th. Whoa, it's been several days.
一見普通だが、どうやらいつものカムロ町って感じじゃないな。あんまり悠長にしている暇はなさそうだ。すぐにあんたのお兄さんを探そう。
ええ。
だがとりあえずその前にあんたに言っておきたいことがある。ちょっとついてきてくれ。
Are we going to Serena? Apparently it's members only. And if anyone's gonna be a member, it's Kiryu. Can't think of a better place to talk than New Serena. Yasuka-san's a bar near here I used to go to back in the day. We got your breath there for a minute. I'll follow your lead. I wouldn't mind saving. Oh my god, you're one of those. It's like with damn Haruka. You barely start moving. She's like, wait up! What's this truck doing here? Someone moving? Wonder what the truck's doing here other than blocking the road, I mean. You ever just be like trying to stand still and be an NPC and then another NPC starts running into you? Think somebody's moving? Dunno. All I've seen is these beefy dudes carrying out boxes and boxes and boxes. Can't see what's in them though. Hope they finish soon either way. This isn't how I envision our night out together. Head upstairs in the alley round back and tear Sky Finance to shreds. We're not leaving until we haul out every last document they got. And whatever they try and say, just tell them we're under orders from the district attorney's office. That's all they need to know. Now get a move on. The DA. Wonder what happened. Not my problem, though. Oh, is this what you do now? Are you Date? It is.
Kiryu.
伊達さん、
That's pretty cool.
久しぶりだな。
It makes sense. Didn't he have like a thing for the lady who was running the place? And was that in Yakuza 3 or Yakuza 2? One of them. I guess it would have been Yakuza 2 still. What's going on, Q? You show up in a guy's bar and don't even drop him a line first? Sorry for not letting you know, Date-san. I have some business in town. Work never ends for the ex-fourth chairman, eh? Got that right. Also, you still wear the same outfit, Kiryu? This is, Yasuko Saejima. I'm here helping her with a little something.
どうも
Nice to meet you. Ah, the pleasure's all mine. He's a knockout, Kiryu. How'd you end up bringing a girl like her back here, huh? Whatever you're thinking, I guarantee you've got the wrong idea. Let's leave it at that. By the way, where's Mama? Gone for the week. Family trouble, you know how it goes. So like, I can't remember, because he like proposed to her or something. Did they ever end up together? Because I remember it was kind of creepy, because she was like so much younger than him, and he'd been creeping on her, looking out for her since she was a kid. Or something like that. Holding down the fort while she's gone? It maybe isn't quite that bad, but there was something along those lines. It's a real pain. It was a little sussy at the very least. It's a real pain with Mother working all, but she insists we keep it open for the regulars. Lucky for us that she does. Now, Kiryu, what's this little something you need to take care of? Right. You mind taking a seat? Please. I just need to ask you something before we head out and find your brother. Okay. What did you want to ask me? Sorry, this is a blunt question. But why do you need to see your brother so bad? Bad enough to murder for it. Wait, you what? Excuse me? Kiryu-san, is this really the best place to... Don't worry about Date-san. He's the next detective, yeah, but we can trust him. I promise. He'd never turn you in without hearing what you had to say first. Isn't that right, Date-san? Well, I mean, if she has a good reason, I guess. Does she have a good reason? No, not really. Well... Yeah, that's right. But tell me the truth, Yasuko-san. Why would you go so far for your brother? Yasuko-san. Come on. It's because Taiga's everything to me. I owe him my life. What? Years, if it weren't for him, I would have died years ago. Go on. You ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Oh yeah. Read about those things all the time. That's when they give you a kidney from one of your relatives, right? They say you only need one after all. Right. The truth of it is, I'm the recipient of one of those living donor transplants. And your brother's the one who gave it to you, huh? That's what you meant when you said you don't... So, like, you were able to get in contact to get a kidney, but you couldn't ever talk to him a single day? Seems a little unlikely. Yeah. Hold on. Getting a transplant like that for your sibling isn't all that uncommon. I'm not judging or anything, but do you really owe him that much just for a kidney? It's not that simple. Think you can explain? The kidney I got, it wasn't Taiga's. He wasn't a match. Different blood types? Yes, but, you know, there's other stuff too. What? Why couldn't you get the transplant for your brother? Yasuko-san? He's a biomechanical machine. I think I get what's going on here. You and Taiga aren't actually siblings. Kiryu! He's right. Taiga's my stepfather's son from his prior marriage. My mother had me before she and my stepfather ever even met. Taiga is my stepfather's son. Okay, okay. Then, where'd you find a match? Since my mother had already passed, Taiga tracked down my biological father and begged him to don't... When did he do this? Because you said years... When you said years ago, so is this like all pre-prison? Because when she said years ago, that, you know, usually years ago means like 7-8 years, not 25 years. Saejima. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type's extremely rare. Direct relative is my only hope of a match. Once Taiga learned that, he spent every waking moment of his life scouring the city until he found my father. He was only 15 years old at the time. Okay, so when you say years ago, you actually mean 30 years ago. I don't know, it just feels like a weird turn of phrase. Still just a kid, huh? Honestly, giving up hope. My mother died. He told me my father was nothing more than an abusive drunk with no chance of ever changing. Based on what I knew, it seemed like he was already dead. Even if he wasn't, I didn't want to live knowing I owed my life to such a horrible man. At the same time, I would have rather died than continue on carrying a part of him inside of me. I mean, nice sentiments and all, but it's nice to be alive. Tiger wouldn't take no for an answer. He said no matter what happened, he would take care of me. Then he found your dad? Well, he came back home one day with a kidney in his hands. Yeah. Well, where was he? In Kansai. He had started working for a Yakuza organization called the Omi Alliance, handling the dirty jobs nobody else wanted to touch. The Omi? That's right. Tiger went alone to Kansai, knowing full well that my father was a Yakuza, but... let me guess, they tried to extort him. Exactly. Yakuza through and through, my father demanded a massive sum of money in exchange for one of his kidneys. How much cash are we talking here? 30 million yen. 30 mil? That's a ton now. It was a fortune back then. As a kid, I was supposed to get his hands on that kind of money. He wasn't. That was the point. But Tiger didn't give up. He started fighting thugs in the streets of Kamurocho, trying to scrape together whatever funds he could. You know, like how you used to do, Kiryu, back when you owned half the city. Or district. That would never work, not for cash like that. And it didn't. Until Sasai-san from the Tojo clan stepped in. He gave Tiger the 30 million under one condition. He joined the Sasai family. That's how he ended up in the Tojo. Okay, so like I get it. You know, you're the reason he's in the Yakuza, kind of. I mean, to a degree. I can understand feeling like that. You still murdered like 5 people for like no reason. I mean, it's not no reason, but I don't know. It does give a bit more of an explanation beyond just like, he's my brother, which is nice, but it still feels a little disproportionate. Like, I don't know. Especially considering he did kill 18 people on top of it, and he totally deserves to be in prison. Rubber bullets notwithstanding. All that time, Tiger never turned his back on me. Even when it seemed like all hope was lost, he supported me. And plus, we still haven't really explained why the hell he got Yasuko to murder the people for 100. Like, it just doesn't make much sense. He dropped out of high school, gave up on his dream of becoming a teacher, he even joined the Yakuza for me. That's what you meant you said you owe him your life. That's right, he's everything to me. Not only did Tiger literally save my life, but he gave me the will to keep on living. Yasuko-san. I mean, that is nice extra context. I still don't think she's a good lady.
正直言うと、兄が18人殺した犯人とか、そうじゃないとか、真犯人が別にいるとか、そんなのはどうでもいいんです。私にとってお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだから。
あんたにはここで待っていてもらう。少しこの店で頭を冷やした方がいい。
え？あ？何言ってんだキリュウ。こんなに切実に会いたがってるってのに。
安子さん、もし冴島がすでに死んでいたとしたら、あんたどうするつもりだ？死ぬ気なんじゃないのか？え？
Yasuko-san, you keep saying you owe Tiger your life. And I get it. We all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without someone loving you, supporting you, pushing you onward. But in your case, Tiger became more than that. He's not just your support, he's a reason to keep living. I know life hasn't been easy for you. Losing your parents is one of the worst pains imaginable. And you had to bear that burden at a far younger age than most. I mean, it's not like, you know, your foster dad was the one who killed your parents and then didn't tell you until right before he died that actually he's the one who killed your dad or whatever, that you had to deal with this messed up trauma or nothing. I mean, it's not like you had it that bad, but, you know, you had it pretty bad still. Having a hard life doesn't excuse the way you've lived. Based? Kiryu still spitting? Now, of course he'll forgive, but, you know, at least he called her out a little bit. Not that I have any right to talk. I made my fair share of mistakes. Because, I mean, I get the desire of, like, I would want to do anything to see my brother or get him free, potentially, even if it does seem highly unlikely, and probably shouldn't just murder people because some guy says, yeah, I can totally get your brother out of prison. And at the end of the day, I mean, I just don't think Sayuma's life is worth, you know, however many people she killed. I understand why you feel so strong, but that emotion has led you to some bad decisions. It's not a stretch to say it's completely clouded your judgment. I need you to stay here while I go figure out where your brother is. It's for your own good. But, Kiryu, don't worry, I'll find him. And I'll make sure you two are reunited, I promise. And then you're both fucking going to prison, alright? You can have the same cell. We don't really know how that'll work, but we'll pull some strings to make sure it happens. For now, you just need to be patient, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Yasuko-san. Hey, actually, Kiryu, we need to save the game. Don't, we could take care of it for me, will you? Do you even have to ask? And don't go, like, proposing to her, you creep. I mean, granted, I guess she's actually kind of older. I mean, she's at least in her 30s, so at that point it doesn't matter. As long as you didn't know when they were a kid. Find Saejima! But, like, I want to find a phone booth. I probably should have stopped the video when we ended part 1, but I kind of forgot, and then we were already, like, a little bit in, so I figured we'd keep going because I thought we'd be able to quickly save, and then they said, what if cutscene? But it was a good cutscene. Hold on a sec, Kiryu. Date, I really need to take a phone call. Something I need to tell you. Couldn't really say it in there. Does it involve Yasuko-san? You bet. She found out about this, she'd just end up getting herself into more trouble. Well? Well, you only just got here, so you probably haven't noticed, but the whole town's been kind of on edge lately. Because of Saejima? Partially, I'm sure. There's more to it than that. Word on the street is Majima and Saejima linked up a few days ago. What? Yep. Here Majima and his boys line the whole damn streets up to keep the cops off Saejima. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone in town works for Majima now. Even me. They gave me a fancy suit and everything, just to, you know, fit in. Well, they've already met. Speaking of Date-san, you know where I can find Majima-san? I need to talk to him as soon as possible. Nine's about Saejima. Majima-san might be able to tell me more about the connection between the top police brass, Jingu, and the Tojo clan. I'm sure he's in a sewer drain pipe or under a traffic cone waiting for you. Police, what are you talking about? I can't say much more than that for now. Just know the people are gunning for the Tojo. No matter what's going down, I need to hear Majima-san's side of the story. Alright, last I heard, you're taking the route up on the top floor of Millennium Tower. Starting there's your best shot. Great. Thanks, Date-san. Now I'm running away. Okay. I got an email. Yeah, I really would like to save the game. Go to Yoshida Batting Center. Let's finish what we started 4 years ago. Aina Kure Curve? 4 years ago? 4 years ago. I could have just bought anybody. So I'll find out when I drive by the Yoshida Batting Center. No! Kiryu! Kamaki here. It's been ages, Kiryu. If you're here in Kamurocho, come see me. I'm waiting at my dojo at the Dragon Palace. And text from Master Kamaki. I wonder if he had one of his apprentices write this. What, you saying Kamaki can't use the damn cell phone? How the hell do you know we're here? Okay, I would like to save the game. And of course there's no save. Okay, there's a save somewhat close. Don't accidentally proc the story at Millennium Tower though, okay? What if Majima was under that traffic cone? That'd be... I'd bust a damn gut. Wow, so many people here. What's going on? Perhaps they're filming a movie, sir. There are cops all over the place. What happened? I just got here. I think I was like a celebrity or something. No, no, I just want to save the game. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. I should have just gone back to Serena, but it felt weird. Hey, seeing Kiryu will perk him right up, right? Oh god, he's got no peripheral vision.
Kiryu-chan.
おい、どこへ行く？勝手に動くな。何があったんだ？
うまいことはめられてしもた。これでしばらく身動きが取れへん。
誰にやられた？
大悟や。
I go.
堂島大悟や。
Oh yeah, that was that whole thing about giving up Majima.
勝手に話すな。そこの君を下がりなさい。
I forgot about that. That was so long ago.
急げやKiryuちゃん。全部の事件はつながっとる。25年前のやつも100億の事件も安子ちゃんのやつもや。
なんだと？
このままやと俺らの登場会が潰されてまう。それに今は安子ちゃんが危ない。お前しかおらん。あとは頼んだで。
Telling you, the Sojo clan should just die, okay? If it can't survive without Kiryu, it doesn't deserve to survive. Okay, I'll take it. I really just wanted to... yeah, I know. Alright. Man, they were blasting through Kiryu's section, too. Okay, we gotta stop here. Man, that was even a sub-story and everything. I would not have expected that to just instant into the section like that. But alrighty. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.